if anything, he has been pushed way to the right by the institution of Catholics who are against him for being too, what he sees as walking the walk of Jesus. That's the Catholics. So now that takes us to the overarching thing of where are we with religion? You ask me, am I Catholic? I immediately say yes. Oh, do I go to church every Sunday? No. Do you do what you're supposed to do? No. But you're a Catholic? Why? I was raised Catholic. Okay. The big data point with this new generation is they were not raised that way. Goes to Tom's point, well then, how were they raised or not raised? Now you're looking at the schools to do what was never a school's concern before. When I went to school, my teacher wasn't telling me how to be, how not to be. If they didn't like my behavior, they called home. And they said, your son did this or did that, deal with it. That structure has been taken away. Why? We got a lot of broken families. So the kids aren't raised in a faith the way they were a generation ago. They have been introduced to a media culture. Social media amplifies, okay, but it can't amplify what doesn't exist, where religion is constantly under attack. And the values under which the religions used to operate are under attack. So why would the kids be into something that they weren't raised in, that they've only seen the ugly underbelly of, and they exist in a secular society, meaning you can believe whatever the hell you want to believe as long as you don't put it anybody else in a negative way. So I am not concerned by their lack of embrace of that. The problem becomes, well, then what do you embrace? Okay, you don't have to be Catholic, you don't have to be Christian, you don't have to be Muslim, you don't have to be anything. But what are you? Now we start to get into what the real concern is. What are you really about? Every generation fears that the next one is soft and broken and different in this country, right? Our parents lived in fear of the boob tube. That thing's going to suck out your brain. And now it's us with the phones. I think we're more right than they were, but it doesn't matter. So having concerns about the next generation, not unusual. But to Patrick's point, policies, ways, mechanisms, what are you about? That's where we have the problem. What are you encouraging?
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.